You can file this in I can't even believe this. But, I talk about government and how completely inefficient it is. And if you wanted more proof, if you actually needed proof of something like that, which you don't, have a listen to this. This is from MSNBC. And, of course, they don't even realize the irony of this whole thing because they're trying to talk about how great, the Obamacare exchanges are and how customer-friendly they are. And this is really going to be good. And you got to go and sign up. So they don't even realize the idiocy of what they're saying. That's what's so funny about it.
So healthcare.gov is the website. There's also a call center, 1-800-318-2596, 1-800-318-2596. People can call on the phone, and we have translators available in up to 150 languages to answer questions, help people understand some of the terminology.
They have translators in 150 languages? What, are they kidding? 150 languages? Who can anybody even name 150 languages? How much is this costing? Can you imagine? So they decided they had to hire people for Obamacare, and they put out ads for people that speak 150 different languages. Now, I realize there might be some people that speak 2 or 3 languages, but 150 different languages. How much are they paying people, these translators? Now, what are the languages? I can understand having Spanish. Okay, we got a lot of Spanish speakers. But what do you, after you got, what do you got? German, French, Italian. After that, those are the big ones. What's left? 150 languages? What, they got a guy there that speaks Swahili in case somebody calls up and wants to ask a couple of questions about Obamacare and they want to ask him in Swahili? And you're supposed to say, okay, 1 minute, let me get the Swahili guy on the phone they got to wake him up he's probably taking a nap. Hey, we got a guy that wants to talk in Swahili. What do they got? Some kind of dead languages? I was thinking about, maybe that scene in Airplane. Maybe somebody calls in and they want to purchase their Obamacare insurance in Jive. So they got to find the guy that speaks Jive. I looked on the internet here, and apparently there's 6,500 spoken languages on the planet Earth. So why don't they get all 6,500? Why stop at 150? Now, apparently, too, of the 6,500 languages that are spoken on Earth, about 2,000 of these languages are spoken by fewer than 1,000 people. Yeah, but one of those people may live in America, and they may have some questions about Obamacare. They better get a guy that speaks that language working for Obamacare. How much money? If this is an example of how the government's going to run healthcare, can you imagine the inefficiencies? What private business? We've got some sound later where the president is kind of comparing the launch of Obamacare to Apple launching an iPhone. Yeah, you go up and call up Apple. You think they got people speaking 150 languages waiting to take your call? No. You got a question, you speak English, maybe Spanish. You know what? If somebody calls up and they have a question about Obamacare, if they can't ask that question in English, then that's too bad. Maybe Spanish, I can see, because we got a lot of Spanish. But come on. And if you think if there's somebody in America who actually speaks, Portuguese or Romanian or Polish or one of these languages, you don't think they also speak English? Come on. How can they not speak English? What an incredible waste of taxpayer money. But this is par for the course when it comes to the government. That's all they do is waste money. Yet they want to take over health care because they say they're going to make it more efficient. How efficient is their call center wasting money having translators in 150 languages?